my channel, and I decided today to make a video on what I eat in a day, which is different every day. A lot of days I'm working and I have to be working out by 5:30 in the morning. I'm up at 4:30. I have a facial routine I do my workout, and I have to get ready for work. So I don't really get to fast like I did this morning. So this morning I fasted with water, and I'm going to start a workout where I'm going to be using some weights. So I'm going to add a little bit of protein in my smoothie, and I'm going to use this DynaPro, which is the vacuum seal DynaPro. I love to use my Vitamix for a lot of different things, but when I make these smoothies, I use the DynaPro because I want to be able to keep the nutrients that I'm putting in. So I'm going to start off by just adding water. I'm just going to put a little bit of water, and I do add some coconut water. Some people may like to use just water because they feel like it's more pure. I do like the electrolytes that I get before and after the workout, so I will use a little bit of that. I mix about half and half, and what I'm going to stick in there is my kale. I have some kale and I have some spinach, and I'm going to put those in. And I always add one banana, so I'm going to put my banana in there. I have got my sea moss gel that I make myself. I have a video that I have made on that, and I'm just putting a little bit of that in there. And I'm going to add some almond butter. I don't always put almond butter when I use smoothies, but if I am going to work out with some weights, sometimes I will throw a little bit of almond butter. So that's maybe like somewhere between a teaspoon and tablespoon, not all that much. It does tend to make the smoothie a little bit creamier, which could be really enjoyable sometimes. And I also add the wild blueberries. I love to add these. There's a lot more nutrients in the wild blueberries than there are in the standard blueberries. So I like to add those, maybe just a little bit more. I'm also going to put some chia seeds, just maybe like a little bit, maybe a tablespoon. And I'm going to also add something called rice solubles. Now, these have lots of vitamin E. They're also called tacos. So you can look that up online. It's really interesting to read about these things, but I like to use this once in a while. I don't use it all the time. I also, I sprout broccoli, and I like to kind of smash that up in there to release this sulforaphane in there and throw that in. I right now I'm sprouting more. I'm almost out. So I'm always sprouting. I do lots of sprouting, and I have a few videos on sprouting. And I also add some of this green protein. This is by Marcus Rothkranz, and it is the 3-in-1. He has a few different kinds where they are separate. This is the 3-in-1. I've been using this about 5 years. I think this is a great product. I don't know him, but I do use some of his products, and I really like them. They really, he does have a video on how these things are harvested, and it's hard to find really good stuff that's pure, so I kind of stick with what I have always used. So I'm going to put the top on the DynaPro. Now, when I bought this, I had gotten this little gadget, and it never has worked, no matter what I did with the batteries. So I went ahead and got a pump like this that I know that secures me no matter what I have, and it doesn't work, that I could use this and pump the air out because it's not battery operated. I can just go ahead and pump the air out. And that's what you want to do, is you want to get all the air out. You can kind of tell by how hard it's getting to use, whether the air is out or not. And then you just turn it on. Blending. Of course you remove this, but when you pick up this little thing on the top, you can actually hear the air release out. I don't know whether you could hear that or not, but you can tell then that you preserved all these nutrients, all these wonderful nutrients that you put into your smoothie. And this is why I bought this DynaPro. I know that they also have for your Vitamix something that you can get the actual vacuum seal on the top of, if you already have the Vitamix. I already bought my DynaPro, so I just keep my Vitamix with the regular one, and you use that one occasionally. But definitely for smoothies, I always go ahead and use this. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drink about probably a glass of this. I'm going to put the rest away into the refrigerator and have that after my workout. And I will see you at supper time. So I've got everything prepared here to put together a salad. I love salads. They're probably my favorite. I like a mixture of different things. Sometimes dressings. I've really enjoyed some of the Tanny Raw inspired dressings, and I have learned how to put some of my own together with some of those ideas. But I really love to just have plain lemon apple cider vinegar, because I like to add avocado and pumpkin seeds, and I really don't like to add avocado when I'm having a dressing, because I feel like that's a lot of extra fat. So I try to keep, you know, a few fats in the day, maybe 2 or 3, not, you know, so much at one time. So what I have put together so far is I've got some spinach, and this is just a few sunflower sprouts in there, and there's a little bit of a spring mix that I had left thrown in there. So I'm starting off with that. And what I have here is a handful of herbs. This is cilantro and parsley. Those are my 2 favorite herbs to put into a salad. So I'm going to go ahead. What I usually do is just kind of bunch it up, and I just go ahead and I chop these as small as I could. And at the very end, I will use my chopper and try to chop some of this stuff up. So I'm going to just take that and throw it into the salad bowl. And also I'm going to add some purple cabbage. This is purple cabbage. I love purple cabbage. And some carrots. So I'm going to throw in the carrots and some red onions. And you see what I have so far here. And now I'm going to start adding some of my other things. What I love is to add sprouts, and these are my clover sprouts that I sprouted. I have a lot of videos on sprouting. I sprout all the time. I love sprouts. I think that they are one of the greatest things, especially because it's hard to have a garden in the winter. Summer's finally coming, and I do have a little bit of something that I grow year-round. Now this stuff is called lamb's lettuce. It also could be called mosh. And this it's really a tasty, I really like it. I don't know how to describe the taste. It's not really sweet, but it has a very pleasant taste. And the reason I decided growing this, I had spoken to somebody at work one time, and they go to other countries where she said that they always have this mosh and it tastes really good, but she never understood why they didn't have it in America, that you never see it. So I decided to try some seeds, and I figured out that you can grow this year round and you plant it in the fall. So I have been able to use this in the winter months. The downside to this stuff is that it takes a very long time for it to actually get going. And when it does get going, you don't get it in a great big abundance. But this is some that I've gotten and I love it. So I'm just going to throw it in there. I love to mix a lot of different things. Of course, this is going to look like an absolutely huge salad. And sometimes I may not always finish it all. And believe it or not, if I'm hungry enough, sometimes I do. So I'm also going to add some lentil sprouts. Another thing that I sprout all the time. And that kind of gives the salad a little bit of bulk and protein. And a few chickpeas. I'm going to throw a few of those in there. Just a couple. These are not quite fully, you can actually do this overnight, and before they actually start growing little sprouts, you can actually start using them already. So they're not quite to the point where they have the sprouts on them, but I've used them plenty of times like that before. And I love seaweed. I am a seaweed freak. I probably put seaweed in just about every salad. So I have to have my seaweed. And I really prefer this kombu stuff. I have used some of the whole leaf dulse and different things like that, but this is actually my favorite. So what I usually do with it is I just kind of, I like it because it's crunchy too, and I just kind of take it like that, and I use my scissors, and I just cut that up and throw it into the salad. And whenever you put your lemon, or if you're using dressing, I mean, I've used it with dressings, it will kind of really blend well into the salad and really make it taste delicious if you like a seaweed taste. So, avocado. I'm going to cut the avocado and throw that in there. Can't have a good salad without avocado. Although, like I said, I do sometimes use salads without avocado when I have dressing and use that as my my fat. And I'm also going to throw in some pumpkin seeds. I love pumpkin seeds. I don't usually have a salad without pumpkin seeds either. I don't know why, but I just absolutely love them, and I love the crunch and everything. So I'm going to add those. And I also, before I eat my meals, I have been taking this Lifezyme, and this is by Lou Corona, and it is a digestive enzyme. So this really helps me. I don't know if anybody's into taking digestive enzymes, but I feel that it really truly does help if I take those, and I take them 1/2 hour before. So I have already taken my enzymes. And I like to take my lemon and use one of these things and get some of that into my salad. Some vitamin C, and it really makes the salad taste good also. Going into my salad. And it just kind of, I just kind of sprinkle that onto the top. Whoops. And then cut up my lemon. And juice my lemons. I just love the way lemon tastes in a salad. It just, to me, tastes so fresh. All those delicious greens and everything, all these antioxidants and all of the sprouts and all the mixtures of colors and the cabbage and the carrots. I just love salad. I just have always, before I ever went raw, which has been 5 years ago now, I always ate salads. Now, I don't think that they were as hearty as they are now. The things that I picked to put in them are a lot better than what they used to be, but I always did like avocados. I always put lots of avocado, and I'm going to add some apple cider vinegar. I don't any longer use oil, but if people like oil, they can add some olive oil to these salads. And I like to put a little bit of cayenne pepper. I like that little bit of spice in everything that I eat. And I still love my nooch. Now, this is something that I can't really change. I love this in my salad, especially most of the time. I only use this when I use lemon and apple cider vinegar. I don't know that when I use a nut butter necessarily that I will use the nutritional yeast, but somehow the fresh lemon and the nooch is just absolutely delicious to me. This salad is absolutely huge. You're gonna be like, oh my God, can she eat all that food? So look at this beautiful salad. So you can find some of my salads on Instagram. I have an Instagram account under Laura's Raw Beauty, and I have lots of salads posted on there along with a few other dishes, and I have the recipes written out and everything in the description. So I hope that you like this video. I was really kind of excited to do another what I eat in a day video, because I think that they're a lot of fun, and I think that it's great that every day we could eat different foods. Every day may be different. Some mornings I may eat breakfast, some mornings I may fast, and sometimes I may eat a big salad, other times I may eat something little. Sometimes I like a little bit of a sweet snack, and I absolutely love these dates. These are Jolie's dates. They are always fresh, and they kind of have a chewier texture than some of the other dates. I don't know if anybody likes chewy or they like them other ways, but these are my favorite dates for snacking. Sometimes any dates will do if I'm just putting it into a recipe or something, but for a snack, I love to have these. It's kind of a little treat after supper. So, and I like to eat early. I don't start snacking real late. I usually have a little supper and have a little treat, and I'm usually done. I like to be done eating by 6 o'clock at night, maybe 6:30 at the very latest. Tonight, it's early. It's not even 5 o'clock yet. The earlier I eat, the better I feel. And if I can get 4 hours of fasting before I go to bed, maybe a little bit of tea with a little honey, something to kind of relax me at night, but no more food. That's preferably the way I like to do it. So I'm just going to kind of close with that, and I'm going to read this, and this is out of Ephesians, and it's chapter 2, verse 8, and it says, "By grace you have been saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, but is the gift of God." So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and have a wonderful, blessed day.